Money, some have it, some don't. Some have mastered it. Most are still chasing it. If you think money is just about numbers, spreadsheets, and math, you're missing the big picture. The most important financial decisions are not made with a calculator in hand. They're made around dinner tables shaped by ego, fear, ambition, and the personal histories we carry. The real nature of money is not just the arithmetic of a spreadsheet, it's the dance between logic and human emotion. Success with money is rarely about knowledge alone. It's about behavior. This philosophy echoes the brilliant insights from Morgan Housel's The Psychology of Money. Let's dive into the often overlooked, deeply human side of money, illuminated by real-life stories of success, failure, and unexpected fortune. Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, is one of the greatest investors of all time. But here's what most people miss. $81.5 billion of his $84.5 billion fortune came after his 65th birthday. Buffett's secret wasn't just skill, it was time. Buffett started investing at age 10. By 30, he had a net worth of $1 million. Now let's consider an alternate reality. What if young Warren had acted like most people in their 20s, splurging on luxury, taking expensive trips, and delaying serious investing? If he had started with just $25,000 at 30 and achieved the same extraordinary 22% annual return, by age 60, his net worth would have been a mere $11.9 million, 99.9% less than his actual fortune. Now contrast that with Jim Simons, a hedge fund legend who has compounded wealth at an astonishing 66% annual return since 1988. Yet his net worth is only $21 billion, far below Buffett's. Why? Because he didn't start investing seriously until his 50s. Housel estimated that if Simons had begun at Buffett's age, his fortune would be a mind-bending $63 quintillion. The lesson? Time beats talent. No matter how smart you are, if you ignore the power of compounding, you're leaving wealth on the table. In 1968, there were 300 million high school-age kids in the world. Only 300 of them attended a small Seattle school called Lakeside. Among them, Bill Gates. Lakeside was the only high school in the world with a computer. A rare stroke of luck put Gates on an accelerated path to mastering coding, leading to Microsoft's creation. Gates himself admits, if there had been no Lakeside, there would have been no Microsoft. But here's the untold part. Gates wasn't alone. His close friend and fellow computer prodigy, Kent Evans, was poised to join him in building Microsoft. But before he could graduate high school, Evans died in a mountaineering accident. A 1 in a million stroke of luck shaped Gates's destiny. A 1 in a million tragedy erased Evans' future. Success isn't just about intelligence, hard work, or talent. It's also about timing, luck, and factors beyond our control. If you don't recognize luck's role in success, you'll underestimate the risks that can derail it. Money triggers emotions unlike anything else. We are wired to fear financial downturns more than we celebrate booms. A 40% stock market crash over 6 months dominates headlines. But a 140% increase over 6 years? That barely makes the news. Why? Because disasters happen overnight. Progress happens gradually. Every year, medical advances save 500,000 American lives. But a single plane crash or terrorist attack makes front-page news for weeks. The same applies to money. When the economy takes a hit, pessimism spreads like wildfire. But history has shown that over time, markets recover, businesses grow, and wealth increases. The key to financial success isn't avoiding every setback, it's holding on to optimism when others panic. You see the guy in the Lamborghini, the executive in first class, the celebrity in a diamond-studded suit. You think that's wealth, but it's not. True wealth is what you don't see. It's the money sitting in investments, growing quietly over time. The millionaire next door is rarely the one flaunting it. The man driving a used Toyota may have a fatter investment portfolio than the guy with the Ferrari. Being rich is about how much you make. Being wealthy is about how much you keep. The truly wealthy aren't the ones who spend every dollar. They are the ones who exercise self-control, save, and invest in their future. Heinz Berggruen fled Nazi Germany and became one of the greatest art collectors in history. How? He bought thousands of paintings, most of which were worthless. But a small handful, Picasso, Klee, Matisse, became worth hundreds of millions. This is how investing works. A few big wins make up for many small failures. Take Jeff Bezos and Amazon. The Fire Phone was a disaster. Amazon's travel agency failed. But two tail events, Amazon Prime and AWS, were so successful they made every failure irrelevant. Warren Buffett picked over 400 stocks in his career. Only 10 of them made up the majority of his wealth. Investing isn't about always being right, it's about being right enough on the winners. Imagine you're climbing a mountain. The peak is visible, but the path is treacherous. You might get lost, you might fall, but you know that difficulty is part of the journey. Yet when it comes to investing, people think they can avoid the pain. They want the gains without the volatility, without the risk. They try to outsmart the market, buy before a boom, sell before a crash. But timing the market is like trying to steal a car and get away with it. The truth? The price of long-term gains is short-term uncertainty. Those who try to avoid paying this price usually pay it in another way, by missing out on long-term growth. Bernie Madoff had everything: money, influence, prestige. But it wasn't enough. He resorted to crime to chase even more wealth and died in disgrace. True wealth isn't just about making money. It's about knowing when you have enough. If you keep moving the goalpost, you'll never be satisfied. The happiest people aren't the richest. They are the ones who control their time, who work because they want to, not because they have to. As Morgan Housel says, the highest form of wealth is the ability to wake up every morning and say, I can do whatever I want today. That's real success. Money is a game of patience, discipline, and perspective. The best investors, the wealthiest entrepreneurs, and the happiest people all understand one truth. It's not about being the smartest. It's about playing the game wisely. If you like the content I share, please do not hesitate to give me a like, share, and subscribe button so that I have more motivation to bring you more attractive and practical content, accompanying you to achieve financial freedom and wealth.